皆さんこんにちは and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So today I like to basically reply to some of the DMs and comments that I often receive, and it is about my Kyoto Hidden Gems videos. If you guys have watched my main channel, and there's this video series that my team and I go to some of the facilities, the restaurants, the tourist sites, for example, and introduce these places to you. Yeah, cultural activities and so on and so forth. And there has been a few people who've been asking me, Shogo, you always just talk about the good things, of these places, and you hardly say any of the negative parts. Yeah, and it's like you're almost basically just talking about everything good, and you're trying to kind of like hide the bad things about some places. Does that make sense? Yeah. And there's one thing I really wanted to say is that I am a very, very, what should I say, an person who doesn't like to hide my, like, what should I say, what I'm thinking about or my true feelings, especially when I'm speaking in English. So, what I want to say is that there are actually a few places in the past where we went to film, but we decided not to post in our channel because I couldn't recommend it to anyone. Yeah. The thing is that I really always want to be honest to my viewers because, as you see in my channel name, I really want to be your friend and not just this person on the internet. I want to be everyone's friend that they could just easily and contact just as a friend to know more about Japan. That's the reason why I named my channel Your Japanese Friend in Kyoto, right? So I never want to recommend somewhere that I wouldn't recommend to my friends, right? I don't prioritize business more than my actual friends, which are you, right? Which are you. So there is a few places that I did not post in the end. And let me talk about a really, really interesting episode, a place that we actually did not post because we couldn't recommend it. So I will not say where it literally was for their, what should I say, to protect their privacy, I guess. I don't want to be mean, I will never, ever work with them. I will never, ever recommend anything that they do. Absolutely. But I still don't want to be mean or just, hurt them or anything. So I'm not going to be saying their name, but it was basically a cultural experience facility. We've been to like a lot of the tea ceremony experiences, kimono dressing experiences, so on and so forth. There was another place in Kyoto where you can do that. Yep. And the people there were the typical Kyoto traditional training in Japanese traditional culture kind of people. The superiors are always higher than the juniors kind of idea, top down kind of thing. And basically what happened was they have this kind of pride in them where they believe that their facility, that their place where they work in has a few hundred years of history or something, and they have a lot of pride that they've been carrying on this. The owner is like the something if generation, if that makes sense, and that person had a lot of pride in what if I say the gender, I would say she, by the way. She had a lot of pride in what she was doing. And they asked us to come and film a video of their activities. That's number one, okay? One of their workers who was working in that facility were watching our channel, and they gave us a message telling us that they wanted us to come and film their place. Right. So we said, okay, we took a look at their websites and it looked very interesting. So we thought, okay, we'll be happy to go. Yeah. And we went. And what happened is the workers there really, really actually liked our channel probably. Yeah. And that was great. And that was great that they liked our channel. And they really seemed to be very happy when they met us. And we were very happy about that too. But the people who actually owned the facility were like, oh, who are these young people here? Oh, there we go. The YouTuber guys, right? Yeah, the younger, the crazy people recently I see on the news kind of thing. And the first thing Tomoko and I actually went to film, the first thing they said to Tomoko was, "Oh my gosh, what is wrong with your hair?" We went there as a guest to experience their activities because they invited us, right? I believe this is very clear now. And the first thing they said, no, it's not greetings. Isn't important though in Japan. We were speaking in Japanese. Isn't greetings important? Like hello, good morning, nice to meet you, thank you for coming. Aren't these words the first words that are supposed to be coming out? No. The first thing this lady, a little bit old, this older lady said to us was, what is wrong with your hairstyle? What is wrong with your hair? And the next thing she said was, "Oh, I really hope you're not saying you're gonna be wearing my kimono, the kimono that they have at their facility. You're not gonna be wearing my kimono with that hairstyle, are you?" And I was like completely frozen. And I actually have a membership, by the way, on my main channel, and I actually did a video live stream, I think, on that day because I was so angry. It wasn't about me. It wasn't about me, but I care and love my team members. Tomoko, Kazu, of course my wife Harumi. I love and care about them so much. Someone hurting them, I actually feel much more hurt than someone saying something about me. My team members are my pride. Yeah, I live, work for them, literally. Yep. And the first thing this person said was, "What's wrong with your hairstyle? You're not going to be wearing my kimono with that hair." And they suddenly started putting hair wax and all the sprays on Tomoko's hair to try to make it look better for them. Yeah. And it was horrible. And this wasn't in the end, of course. There was a lot of things that happened afterwards. Like they asked us to come and film, but they, for example, started putting the kimono on us, and they were like, "Can't you stand up straight? We're putting this kimono on you. Stay still. Why are you moving?" And because we are filming. if you put the kimono on us here, it's not in the camera. We want to move here, and they literally like shoved us and pulled us to the corner of the room to dress us up. And we were like, "Why the heck did you invite us if you don't like YouTubers and young people, in their place so much?" Yeah. And in the end, Tomoko and I were like, the moment we went outside, we burst out laughing. But and also, by the way, after the film, we did film. I didn't have at that point. I didn't have the courage to say, "Oh no, you know what? We're leaving." Now I would do that. By the way, now I would have the courage to protect my team members and say, "No, okay, this is not going to be going on. We're going to be leaving at this moment." I will be happy to say that now, but at that moment, we still didn't have that many subscribers, and I was really grateful that they invited us. And it was the first time in my life that that we actually encountered such a person. So I couldn't make the correct judgment immediately, the correct what should I say? The movement correct immediately. Yeah, but the after we filmed and we were about to leave, they didn't even come out to say goodbye. By the way. That is the rudest thing you can do in Japan, right? You guys probably know, like in Japan, there is a lot of greetings when you say hello, good morning, everything. And when you're about to leave, you might have the image of people, coming out to the door to say thank you and goodbye, maybe at, restaurants, hotels, or things like that. Or even if you train in traditional culture, maybe when you're just about to leave the dojo, you would absolutely say thank you to all the people who you trained with, to your sensei, and so on and so forth, right? They didn't even show up to say goodbye. The moment we ended filming, they just left, and they didn't even say anything. And we were like, "Wow!" Tomoko and I were laughing literally, like, "Wow!" I mean, like, "Wow!" We're saying the same thing over and over, but we just literally could not believe it. And this isn't, by the way, the only time that such a thing happened. This is Kyoto. This is traditional culture world. Welcome kind of thing, right? Not, of course, 80% of the people are the people I've introduced in my videos. The very nice, kind people, welcoming, you've seen them in my videos, right? 20% you'll meet these kind of people, especially in Kyoto, especially in the world of traditional culture. There are these people who have a lot of pride somehow, even though they just happened to carry on the culture, which is of course important. But what is culture? Why is culture so important? Or traditional culture is so important if you can't be kind and polite to the people who are right in front of you? Like, why carry on traditional culture if the result is such attitude towards a person who you just met that wants to help you spread your business? I was completely. It's been a really long time since I went to Films the Place, and I am much more calm right now. But the membership video I mentioned earlier, I think it was a live stream. I was probably the angriest ever in my life almost. Now, life is too much. Ever since I become an adult, I guess. Ever since I became more older than 20 years old, that was probably the angriest moment I've ever been. Yeah, and even now, recalling it, I can still remember my emotions of anger. So I just wanted to say that I specifically choose the places where I post on my videos. I will never, ever, no matter how much money they say they would give me, I would never recommend such a place to you guys, because do not want you guys to go and experience culture or anything that they provide, or culture that they provide. I don't even know what they're providing, but I'm so angry, aren't I? So anyways, yeah. So I always, my conclusion is that I always choose the places that I want to recommend to you guys, because I know you guys are my friends. Yep, and I'm not just I'm not just an influencer across the screen. I'm your friend, so I always choose the places where I post on my videos. So then everyone, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know that a lot of people are studying Japanese, willing to come to Japan to work or train their traditional culture and such, right? Or even travel, yeah. But I am very afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future, because we are facing a lot of social problems, we are losing our traditional culture, and the younger generations who are supposed to be carrying on the good things about Japan are dying because of all the social issues being shoved against them. Yep. So I want to dedicate my life to try to make Japan a better place. I want to try to solve the social problems, try to preserve and evolve traditional culture as we talked about it today. Yep. I really think that one of the main things that Japanese culture, traditional culture must change is that getting rid of the unneeded pride just because they've carried it on for a few hundred years. No matter how many years something has history, 100 years, thousands of years, if that culture or the teaching or whatever it is, if it can't make the people right in front of you today happier, or I don't know, better, or make their lives better kind of thing, there is no meaning to it. No matter how many years of history it has, if it can't make people living today happy, we should get rid of it. That's the reason why I always say we need to change traditional culture, because there is this, I don't know what to call it, but basically I feel parts of traditional culture are starting to rot because of this idea that hundreds of history, longer the history the better. No. Longer the history is important, of course. It means that it made people happy for a long time, but if it can't today, we don't need it. We should get rid of it if we can't make people happy today, right? It doesn't make any sense. Why do we still have it, right? So that's the thing. That's the thing I always say about changing traditional culture, is what I mean right here. And I'm really sorry to make this longer again. I can't believe how angry I am today. But I'm a little bit angry, but because I'm talking to you guys, it makes me feel a lot better. But anyways, yes, I want to help out the younger generations too, so they can have a brighter future. Yep, and I really want to dedicate my life for this. Yep. And to do that, my first step is to achieve 1 million subscribers on my main channel. Yep. So it'd be great if you could hit the like button and also leave comments. It'll help to boost my videos to new viewers who have never seen my channel and video before, so your help would mean a lot. Okay, guys? Alright, thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you again in my next podcast. Thanks so much.